I think it's important is to get to know and build relationships with students, and that's something I encourage with my counselors, I encourage with my vice principals, and I try to model that behavior for them as well. You know, I try to involve myself as much as I can in their lives and in what kids are doing. I try to find out about what students are involved in, what their likes and dislikes are, and I talk to them about those things. Oftentimes, I'll remember what a kid's interests are before I'll remember what their names are. Again, it all comes down to relationships. We talk about rigor, we talk about relevance, but relationship I think is the most important thing that we can deal with junior high school, because what we do and how we develop these kids is going to set them on course for success for the rest of their life.
I know that research shows that teaming and putting kids in a group that's fairly small really helps their education. I can see it happening. When it comes to student impact, fundamentally the best form of influence comes from knowing your students and having a part of their lives. That's where you get your real influence, by knowing your student. And when children are in a smaller community, they're both forced to be more responsible and they feel safer because they're around people they know. They're not anonymous. And I think especially in adolescence, it's very important to be part of a community.
The most important part of teaming is you get an understanding for a child, I think, because you sit down with 3 other people that know that child in 3 different locations. When you find out with what's happening in science that makes science so much more successful for Jimmy, then you try to look at various types of techniques and methodologies that you can apply in your classroom, address the problems that are happening with Jimmy in that classroom to make him more successful. And I think that's the most important thing about teaming. You get people working together, you see a fuller picture of a particular child or children, and you're able to work out strategies to find successful ways to bring that kid into the fold as far as what you can do to make that child successful.
There was a certain student who was not quite working up to her potential and kind of sliding a little bit, and we were worried about her, and we brought her in as a team. We discussed it, and then we brought her in and we talked to her, and each one of us talked to her about her potential and her situation, and I think she's done significantly better after that.
Teaming by itself is also a very strong component of having a group of people that you can work with, collaborate with, and help you through various situations you have in your classroom.
I know that I personally am very glad to be on the team. Sometimes you have a hard day and it's so wonderful to be able to go to your team and say, hey, guys, you know, this was really rough. And you get that support, you get that understanding. And we have the same kids. We understand that kid together, and so we can help each other when we do have those tough days. As a team, if I get a parent concern, I'll share it with the rest of the team. And you know, we let the parents know that we care and that we are all working together to make their child successful.
The teachers really get along with the students. It's almost like we're one big family sometimes.
I think for adolescents in middle school, the social, emotional growth is very much as important as the academic, and teaming is part of that as well. We're not just thinking of this young man's grades, we're thinking about, well, where's he going to go? How's he going to survive socially? And you know, how's he going to blossom? What can we do to get him the help he needs?
Well, the teachers give out their email addresses on heartdistrict.org, so we can always email them when we're absent so we can get our homework down.
Well, I can talk about student benefits a little bit. One of the things that I personally am all about, and my teammates as well, are the comfort level and the enjoyment of our students. And, you know, it's really hard to come to junior high. You come from an elementary school where they're a little bit babied and they have their one little teacher that knows them well and loves them. And then they come to the big junior high and they feel a little lost. And immediately we put them on a team and we make them part of a family.
The classes are always open at like brunch and lunch, so you can go in and if you need help on work or need to get caught up, they're always there to help you.
The important part of any school is the staff. I have teachers that are passionate and interested in what they're doing, and they bring a lot of energy on a day in, day out basis. It all comes down to exceptional people, and exceptional people starts with your staff. That includes your custodial staff, your clerical staff, your aides. It includes everybody that's on the campus, your parent volunteers. And one of the things you need to always remember is how important each and every individual is on those campuses, and you need to keep reinforcing that with those individuals. We try to make sure that everybody knows how important they are, because everybody on this campus makes a difference in the lives of children on a day in, day out basis, and that's probably the most critical thing we do.